Hope, helping others persevere every day. A partnership between NBC5 and All Care.
For the next 6 months, NBC5 News will bring you stories of those who experienced homelessness and came out on top.
That's right. And in part 4 of Hope, NBC5's Blake McHugh speaks to a veteran who had been homeless for 3 decades before going to the White City VA.
This is the first time in close to 30 years that I've had a roof over my head.
William Blanket Hubbard thinks back on the days he spent without a home.
You know, I've been used to bunk beds, sleeping on mats, and or the side of the road or wherever, bushes. And
Hubbard went into the military when he was just 17. He spent 2 years in the Army during the Vietnam War. When he came home, he suffered from PTSD, but didn't know it at the time. And he says treatment was essentially non-existent.
When I came back in the 70s, mid-70s, nobody liked us. And we were treated, I don't know, their PTSD was this shell shock, and they just say, suck it up and keep moving.
That suck it up and keep moving attitude is what led him to drugs and alcohol, and eventually homelessness.
A lot of us veterans we're homeless because there's nowhere to go. I mean, the housing and then we go back to the things that we know, and that's drinking or drugging, and it's like a hopeless cycle.
A cycle that Hubbard was in for 30 years, until he let his guard down and spoke up.
Was it difficult for you to ask for help?
Yes, it was very, I was like a macho guy and been in and out of prison and jail and different things, and I couldn't ask for help, show a sign of weakness, But I got so sick and tired, of having nothing and hopelessness and despair that it just broke me down. I wept and I cried and I said, help me. And they did, and here I am today.
Today, he has a roof over his head, food in his fridge, and most excitingly,
they got me a brand new queen-size bed, man. It's like, I was laying and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed.
But all that didn't come easy. He spent 18 months in rehab at the VA and then another 6 months with Rogue Valley Veterans in community outreach.
And I'm blessed. There's Access, Revco, and the VA, and I have a big support system. I didn't do this by myself.
And that hopeless despair he had years ago is long gone. Now he volunteers with the VA to help others feel blessed like he does.
No matter how far down the scale of life you have gone, there's always hope. There's always that light that's lit that you can follow, and it'll take you to the right places if you're willing to do the footwork.
In Medford, Blakely McHugh, NBC5 News.
And after Hubbard got sober and off of the streets, his kids reached out to him, and he's now learning how to be a good father as well as how to be a productive member of society.